everyone, welcome to another fan comic video. On today's video, since it's pretty much the beginning of 2021 and I really love movies, and I don't tell you guys this because why would I tell you? But I love going to the movies. I love watching movies. And in 2020, sadly, I was only able to go a couple times at the beginning of the year, but after that, the whole pandemic, and I couldn't go. So all the movies got delayed till this year, and hopefully these movies are able to come out this year due to the pandemic, but if not, then we'll see. But on today's video, I'll tell you guys what are my top 10 movies that I'm waiting for the most in 2021. Now, I'm not gonna say when's the release date for these movies, since everything's pretty crazy. So I don't wanna say, oh, it's gonna come out this month and this date, because it might change. So I'm just gonna mention the movies that we know that are supposed to come out this year, and hopefully they don't get delayed till next year. Hopefully they do release this year. So let's get to it. And before starting, guys, make sure to subscribe, like, and share, and let me know what you think about this content, because I'm trying to expand more into talking about movies rather than talking about other stuff. I'm trying to be myself in this channel, so let me know what you think. For number 10, we have The Kingsman. The Kingsman's the third movie of Kingsman's series, directed by Matthew Vaughn, and I really like the first two. They're really, really good and fun. And now the third one, I'm really excited because the Kingsman movies are really good. But what excites me the most is the appearance of Rasputin. Rasputin is my favorite historical character ever. He was so cool and he was so interesting. So seeing him as the villain in one of the Kingsman's movies sounds really exciting. I'm really excited to see what's Matthew Vaughn gonna do with Rasputin. How cool is he gonna be in the movie, because he really looks spot on. So I'm really, really looking forward for this. For number 9, we have Space Jam. Space Jam, the first one, was a movie that I liked, but I wouldn't say it was my favorite movie growing up. It was a really cool movie, but I don't know. I really love the Looney Tunes. That's why I'm really excited for this movie. And not only that, but there is this rumor of all these crazy characters like The Mask, the Joker, Voldemort appearing in this movie. So I'm really excited to see how they're gonna do that. And plus, the nostalgic feeling. I want to see what they do, how a sequel of that movie is going to be. Because I'm not saying I hate the first one. I like the first one a lot. But it was just not my hate growing up. But now that I'm more mature and I grew up with the Looney Tunes, so I'm really excited to see what they're going to do. If they're going to ruin them, do them better, keep the same energy from the first movie. So hopefully they do something cool, and I'm really looking forward for it. For number 8, we have The Eternals. The Eternals is a Marvel movie that I was not looking forward to a lot in 2020. Just because 2020 felt like such a bad year for movies. Like Black Widow and Eternals, they're so random. Like, who am I kidding? But now that I've looked more into the Eternals, what excites me is the possibility of seeing maybe a young Thanos, or the background story, because that's the family of Thanos. His brother could be in the movie. So also, I'm just looking forward for seeing more of Marvel movies, because we didn't have anything in 2021. We just had WandaVision and it was amazing. We still have more to go, but we want more of Marvel because we're craving it. We haven't had it in so long. So at this point, I'm excited for everything except Black Widow. Eternal seems like a good option. It's like they're trying to replace what they did with the Inhumans, the TV show. It was bad. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was not as good as it could, but it wasn't that terrible thing everybody said it was. So I want to see what they do. Hopefully it's not a bad movie. It looked like it might. I don't know. I'm just have an open mind at this point. 2021 done ruin it for us. We really want to see these movies come out. So hopefully it does, and we'll see if it expands more the Marvel universe and gives us more answers rather than questions, or if it's just a cool movie. Hopefully not a letdown. For number 7, we have The Suicide Squad. Now, James Gunn directed my favorite movie of all time, which is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So, and I remember in 2016, there was this big controversy about whether Suicide Squad was a ripoff of Guardians of the Galaxy, and Batman v Superman was a ripoff of Civil War. That they were like pretty much the other version of the other. So and now seeing that James Gunn jumped in the train of it, and him directing a Suicide Squad movie, it's like seeing a Guardians of the Galaxy movie in DC. But now the cool thing about this movie is that it's gonna be rated R, and it has lots and lots of random characters, which mean that James Gunn's gonna do something crazy and probably gonna kill lots of characters in the movie that are useless. Because why not? If you have the possibility of doing a rated R movie of Suicide Squad, why not do more like the comics and have a better reception with the audience, for the mature audience? So I'm really excited to see that. I mean, we have a really good cast: Idris Elba, Margot Robbie, John Cena, the same actors who are coming back, Viola Davis. You know, looks pretty good. It looks like it's gonna be a really good movie, and plus the production looks amazing. I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do with it. For number 6, we have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and that movie, again, it was not exciting me. Let's be honest, that movie doesn't excite anybody. But there is this rumor going on about the movie being like a Mortal Kombat type, and that Shang-Chi was supposed to go into this tournament and fight these warriors to get, I guess, the 7 rings. I don't know, but what excited me was the warriors were gonna be Moon Knight, Blade, Daredevil, like a lot of random characters from Marvel, and that really caught my attention. And now knowing that it's gonna be like an expansion of Marvel, like I don't see where Shang-Chi is gonna fit in the Marvel universe. So I guess it's interesting seeing what they're gonna do with him, something new. But again, I just put him in the list because if they do the tournament thing, I guess it's gonna be really cool. And you know, I'm trying to stay open minded about all these movies coming out that I don't know who asked for, but you know, hopefully they turn out good and not a letdown. For number 5, I'm waiting for the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Now, everybody knows the big controversy that was happening with Zack Snyder saying that Justice League in 2017 was not a movie he made, that was a total different movie. And now, with the help of HBO Max, they're releasing that Snyder Cut, and Zack Snyder saying that the movie is going to be totally different from what we saw. It's going to not have anything of Josh Whedon in it. It's going to be a total different movie. And the amount of actors that joined in, like all the original Justice League members are getting together for this. Joe Manganiello, Jared Leto. Zack Snyder was actually a visionary, and his movie turns out really good. And you know, it looks pretty good from the teasers we're getting. Hopefully, he's saying it's gonna be a 4-hour movie. We don't know yet. Hopefully it is. I was trying to see more of it. And you know, I love Ben Affleck as Batman. He's probably my favorite Batman. So I seen him back, and Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, you know, the original Justice League members that I really liked. Seeing them back is gonna be amazing, and hopefully it turns out good. I'm looking forward for it, and as everybody else, and hopefully Zack Snyder proves the world wrong that his movie was good and they should have taken it out, and we'll see what happens. But I'm really looking forward for it. For number 4, we have Morbius. Now, when they started confirming, I think it was 2017, all these crazy movies that were gonna come out, like Venom, Morbius, the Silver Cable, and I don't know, so many random movies that they were gonna release about the Spider-Verse without Spider-Man. You know, everybody was worried and we're like, what's going on with this? But then Venom came out, and you know, it was a really good movie. And Morbius, which also looks really good from what I saw in the trailer, has one of my favorite actors of all time, which is Jared Leto, and that movie looks really cool. He looks so cool as Morbius. He looks identical from, like, if you were to put the comic version of Morbius into a movie, that's what it looked like. And you know, it's pretty cool seeing Jared Leto taking roles like this, you know, not giving up on the superhero stuff. And I'm trying to see what they're gonna do in the future. We saw the Vulture and the graffiti of Spider-Man in the back. It might be connected to the multiverse. God knows what's gonna happen after, but it looks really good, and I'm really looking forward for it. For number 3, we have Venom: Let There Be Carnage. I love the first Venom movie that came out in 2018. I really loved it. I went to see it in the movies a couple times, and I thought Tom Hardy did an amazing job with the movie and the role of Eddie Brock. And now we're getting Carnage. Carnage, the mythic villain of Spider-Man. We have never seen Carnage in a movie, and this is gonna be the perfect time for it because, wow, like all these multiverse movies of Spider-Man coming out, all these movies being confirmed. Now we have Carnage, a great villain. I'm really looking for it, and I cannot wait to see how they're gonna do Carnage in a movie. Like, it's just crazy to think that we're actually gonna see it. Hopefully the pandemic doesn't delay the movie. I'm really looking forward to see it, but I really want to see how a match between Venom and Carnage is gonna look amazing. The visual effects right now are at its peak, so they will not let us down with such an iconic moment from the comics and history for fanatics all over the world. We want to see this movie really bad. For number 2, we have, I don't know if it's a remake, I don't know, the new version of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat had, I think 2 or 3 movies, I don't remember how many, but seeing them as a child, they were good, but there was something like awkward about them. They're like, the effects were, I don't know, really bad. I know it was a weird timing for the movies to come out. Like the 90s were crazy for movies and the visual effects. So there was not much that we can expect from a Mortal Kombat movie. But now, in 2021, the movie's supposed to come out and it looks amazing. First off, they picked actors who looked exactly like the characters. Second off, they didn't pick actors who were, who didn't have a big name in Hollywood. They picked random actors that they know that they can kill in a movie, like a Mortal Kombat. We can see like good finishers with actors that we're not gonna care as much, but we're also gonna be like, wow, that was really cool. Like, I don't know how to put it in words, but seeing a Mortal Kombat movie now with the visual effects we have right now, and all that we know from the games now, and it's just gonna look amazing. There's no limits to it. Hopefully they do it right this time. I'm so excited. I don't even know how to put in words. Like, we can see actual actual combats, actual blood, and the visual effects are not gonna let down the finishers. And we're used to all the superhero stuff, so right now seeing a Sub-Zero, Lizard, like all these crazy attacks from these characters is not gonna look dumb or non-realistic, because at this point we don't care. We just want to see a real good adaptation of the video games. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait for it to come out. For number 1, as expected, as everybody else, I'm really excited for the new Spider-Man 3 movie. I don't know how to put it in any other words. Like, we're getting the Spider-Verse in the movie. We're seeing Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire back. Again, well, this is not confirmed yet, of course, but we all know it's coming. And wow, like, we're seeing Jamie Foxx, Alfred Molina, the Emma Stone and Kristen Dunst are supposed to come back. Wow, because imagine if you see Emma Stone in a movie and then you see Andrew Garfield in the same movie. Is he gonna know that looks a lot like Gwen Stacy, but it's not? Like, how are they gonna explain that? How are we gonna see the new Spider-Man's coming? Are they gonna have their same suits? There's just a lot of questions that I really cannot wait to see. And we're supposed to like get all these crazy actors. Charlie Cox, Daredevil, is supposed to come back. I love Charlie Cox as Daredevil. He was so good, but that opens the door for John Brennan to come back as the Punisher. Imagine a movie with Spider-Man and Tom Holland and the Punisher, John Brennan. Wow. Not only that, but we can also get Deadpool. Who knows? Doctor Strange gonna be in the movie, and that's gonna be amazing because he's gonna open the portals to the multiverse, and we're gonna see all these crazy characters coming. We're gonna see all these actors. It's gonna be like a mini Avengers. It's gonna be a big movie. But again, I don't think they're gonna really put all of it in this movie. I think this movie's just gonna, towards the end, it's gonna open the door to see what's out there in the multiverse, and then we're gonna get its own movie about all the actual Spider-Verse, you know. And right now with WandaVision out and Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness, we're gonna like explore more of the multiverse, and we're gonna see all these crazy things happening. Wow, I cannot. That's gonna be the biggest door opening for Marvel, and I really cannot wait for it. That movie is supposed to release in December, and I hope it doesn't get delayed. If it does, I'm gonna be really sad and really upset because I really can't wait to see what they're gonna do and how they're gonna do it. I'm sure it's not gonna be a letdown, and hopefully it is a really cool movie. And what else can I say? I'm really happy that this movie is happening and it's gonna release this year. So that's it, guys, for me. And let me know what you think. Subscribe, share, leave a like, and make sure to see my other videos on the channel and see which one fits you better, what kind of videos you're more into, and let me know. That's it, guys. Let me know. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys next time.